What is good, y'all SGG family? It's your boy Smooth God Game, aka GM Smooth, back with the Reds rebuild, baby. We are back, ready to rebuild this team up and get into yet another season of hopefully better greatness this time. I think we made a lot of great additions this off season, picking up new batters such as Rafael Devers, going and improving our pitching staff from within, getting a lot of good play through the spring training from the minor league system and pitchers that we weren't really getting good looks at. But before we go ahead and cancel out all the spring training stats, let's go ahead and show you guys what we did. 15-10 record. We're putting up a lot of runs here. You see a lot of good bat production here from the top of the rotation, or top of the lineup, I should say. Jonathan India here hitting .339, led the team in hits with 20. You see 14 by Mike Moustakas and Joey Gallo right behind him. These are guys that we're going to be leaning on going into the season. Kind of looking over too, you see 7 home runs, 13 RBIs from Joey Gallo, obviously leading the way in the power, which is what we're expecting. Hopefully to get more production from Rafael Devers as well. And then Mike Moustakas, he's probably good for about 15 to 20. So I think that's good power production that we can expect. And a lot of people hitting over 300, over 270. That's what we're going to need going into the season. One thing we lacked on, definitely as far as our batters go, was definitely the batting average. Now pitching also was a huge problem. ERAs was up last season, not only just for the relievers but the starters as well. So we had a huge starter battle this spring training. 8 people fighting for 5, really 6 spots up at the major league roster because my long reliever is a starter and pitcher. Not going to make it a reliever, make him stretch. I'm just going to make a starter go over there and kind of be that relief just in case we need him to take over too as well. And I saw a lot of good ERAs, a lot of people pitching multiple innings at 0. As you can see, Kyle Tyler, 1.4 ERA, Laz Hernandez, 1.7. Anderson Espinoza, the rookie we just drafted, even came in and dropped a 1.8 ERA. Didn't pitch that much, didn't get the starter game, but dude was fantastic when we did ask him to come in. So I think he's got a spot in this rotation very, very soon. I don't know if it'll be this season. I want to see how he does that in the minor leagues first. Don't want to just jump him up. I don't think he has Doug Ranger potential, but he will be starting the year down at AAA, possibly AA for us. Same thing here. Chase Petty, I don't believe he's ready. Vladimir Gutierrez will also be moved down. So I'm making these manual moves just so things get done how I want them to be. Doing it on the last day here, we sent down Nick Lodato as well. Sending down a couple of relievers that had some pretty bad springs. I don't want to see ERAs over 4, especially when we're not pitching, that many innings. If I can't even trust you for 3 in the third, I don't know what you about to do in 51 in the third. So I'm sending down a couple of those guys to kind of shrink up this roster a little bit. But I think we're going to be great. I think we're rolling in with 3 relievers, technically 4, because we have 2 closing pitchers up here at the major league roster, plus our long reliever being a starter. So that'll kind of help out the depth there for me to go get more bats in our lineup. Last year, the bench was atrocious. So that's what we're focusing on this year, having good bench production while getting our starters to continuously put up the same thing. So you're seeing some familiar faces go down. Nick Senzel, it's his time to go down as Jake Allen is finally making his resurgence up to the major league roster. We'll actually get into his debut a little bit later. But I did have to send down Kyle Tyler. Despite being good during spring, I just don't think he was just quite ready to be that consistent yet. But we have him on standby. My first guy that I'm going to be looking at to bring up. Now you can see the lineup kind of getting set here. India, Hernandez, Devers, Gallo, Aguilar, Granger, and Moustakas, Allen, Stevenson. Moustakas dropped all the way down to the 7, but with the addition of Devers, the batting average of Hernandez, and Doug Granger actually performing pretty well in his rookie season. I feel like that's a deep lineup when we can move Moustakas down that low. Now you can see the starting rotation. Luis Severino will be the ace once again this year with Tyler Mahaley right behind him. Trick Scuball, Luis Castillo, and Hunter Green finally making his major league roster debut, I guess you could say, coming up to the major league roster finally. Bullpen will still pretty much be the same. Luis Caesar, setup man, Lucas Sims, closer. But we're going to go ahead and get into day 1, opening day of a brand new season, and we will be facing off against division rivals Milwaukee. They are a pretty strong team, very good pitchers. They can bat too as well, so it's a very good test to see what all our moves did in that off season. To get things kicked off, we will be pitching first. Luis Severino coming in, already 4 pitches in, not looking like he's got the control here today. But I would say it was a pretty strong start from him today. As you will see, Gallo misses the first ball that he gets hit to. Allen coming over to recover with that great speed, and he will throw this in. Getting it right over to Devers to make sure it's not a leadoff triple. Next batter, we got Frank coming up, and this is a slider hit deep. going right into right center field. Drops perfectly in between, and it'll hop over the wall. That is an automatic double to get the first runs across here in the gate. And that's not looking too good with a lineup here from Milwaukee that is pretty strong. But Severino does settle down there, gets the ground up. Hunter Renfroe up next, gets him swinging and missing on the slider away. And just like that, Willie Adams flies this one deep. Allen coming in, speed looking good, and he gloves it. And we get out of that tough start by only allowing one run. So, like I said, he settled down there, but we'll have to keep an eye on him. Hopefully this isn't a bad start like it was last year in his opening day appearance. But let's look and see if the bats can look to give him some support. 1 run is not bad at all. 2 runs is even bad. 3 is where we're kind of but that's not even that bad. We should be able to score more than 3 runs in this game, so we'll see if we can get it. And already no outs. Devers swings and misses at a great RBI chance. First and second is now Joey Gallo up, and he chops this one over on the ground, right past second base, going into the outfield. We got Jonathan India coming to the plate. The throw will come in, not in time, and the runner will advance to third base. And Cesar Hernandez is over there cleanly. And that would be the only run that we managed to pick up in that inning. But at least we were able to tie things back up, and Luis Severino right back out to work. Locking things up here, 2-0 count. Flies this one out to center field. That's back-to-back outs. What you want to see when you saw back-to-back doubles to start the game. Next thing you get back-to-back outs. And then 0-2 to Tyrone Taylor. Swings and misses at the 4-seamer upstairs heat. And we're able to go ahead and get out of the second. We take it to the bottom half. Tyler Stevenson up, 2 outs. Trying to start a rally here. He lines this one out into the outfield. Base hit to bring up the top of the rotation. Jonathan India having a clutch contact hitter like Tyler Stevenson. Hitting at the 9 spot does so much for us. It gives us the potential to start a lot of 9-hitter rallies, 8-hitter rallies. Whereas, normally that's your sure outs and people get unafraid of. But here in this lineup, it gives us a very good situation to start rallies at the bottom of our lineup and keep it going to really explode for some big innings. Now that inning unfortunately died down, but here at the bottom of the third, we're starting on the middle of the rotation. Devers, Gallo, Aguilar. Full count here. Chops the circle changer just out of the way. Brandon Woodruff wheels, deals, throwing in, and that is a liner. Circle change left up in the zone, going out to left field, way back. Gone! The Big Red Machine is starting out early this season as Rafael Devers hits his first home run in a Cincinnati Reds uni. First home run of the season, hopefully first of many. Hopefully he can hit more than the jersey number on his back. We need at least 30 from you, my boy, and that's number 1 of the season already to give us an early lead here in the bottom of the third. Circle change just left up on the outside part of the plate. Takes it opposite field, and we're up 2-1. And we take that lead to the top of the fourth. 1 out here. Luis Severino still wheeling and dealing. Settling down a little bit here, but starts to lose it here. A couple pitches getting away from him. 2-1. That is a line drive going way back left field. Gallo at the wall. It is gone. Hunter Renfroe maybe pitching him a little too carefully as he hits his first home run of the season and ties this ball game right back up. You don't want to see that, especially for the offensive standpoint. You just give your team the lead only for him to give it right back up. Now we got Willie coming up next. 1 out. Gets him to swing at the slider there to go ahead and calm himself back down. We got Keston coming up. 2-1 count here. Flies this one up. Shallow center field. Hernandez gets underneath it. And we end the 4th inning there. Got me a little worried, though, as we come to the 5th. 54 pitches in, and that is a line drive going deep. Right field is going back to the wall. 2 feet outside of the foul pole. Man, we got lucky. Luis didn't take that out of here. And Luis versus Luis. Got to get him up out of here. Got him swinging at the 4-seamer low, and that's an out there. 60 pitches in. We're starting to watch it. It is the beginning of the year. You don't want them to really strain their arms here starting out. So, kind of getting maybe a pitch count limit here. 80, 90 pitches, depending on what he's doing, especially giving up 2 runs already. No shutout watch on alert. But he does make it through 5 for us. Going to the bottom half, Cesar Hernandez takes one up off that shoulder blade really quickly. We're going to just walk it off, rub some dirt on it. And we're going to bring up Joey Gallo with 1 out here. This is a liner down the third base line. And a little bit of base running error here by me as I wanted to get him to come around the third base or possibly home. But we got to settle for runners at first and second. 2 outs after Aguilar. Jose strikes out 2 as well. This is Doug Granger Fly ball going deep into the outfield. It meets a glove. Couldn't get it to just bloop in. No little extra luck there. The rookie luck has ran out. It's time for the sophomore woes. Hopefully not too many, but we're able to go into the top of the sixth here. Still tied as the first base runner gets on. Frank coming up next. Looks at a slider in on the hands. Froze him. You got Christian Yelich 2-2. Swings and misses at the upstairs heat. And next up, we will have to bring in off of 8 strikeouts here. Hunter Renfroe 2-2. And he gets him to swing at the cutter low. That is 9 on the day through 6. And the ball game is still tied 2-2. Moustakas up back to bat next. 2-2 count. Swinging at the 12-6 low. Brandon wheels, deals. And that is a lined rocket deep to the outfield. You don't even got a turn for it. It is gone. Solo shot. Mike Moustakas, his first of the season. I swear he does it on opening day every year, don't he? Mr. Clutch himself, getting dropped in the lineup, but still doing what his team needs him to do to come get victories. That's why he is Mr. Reds. That's why I kind of find it hard to let my mans go in the offseason. He needs to retire Cincinnati Reds with the performances he be having. And we got to lead 3-2 now. With that being said, too, as well, Milwaukee will go ahead and go to its bullpen. We will see the end of Woodruff here, man. Not a bad start at all. I think it was 6 in the third. Gave up 3 earned runs here, though, today. 2 of them being home runs. So not a terrible start, but he will be on the hook for the loss right now if things were to stand. Rain Stanecki will go ahead and come in next. 55 games last year. Had 3.94 ERA, 1.46 whip. 62 strikeouts and 61 2/3. Not a bad reliever at all to call on here. And he'll face the rookie Jay Allen. And he lines this one deep into the outfield and it gets down. That is his first career base hit. He gets a little bloop single in the right field for the first hit. You know we got to save that ball. Do not throw it in the stands. We ain't going to play with his feelings like that. Welcome to the show, my guy. And hopefully it is the first of many. He was killing it at AA, killing it at AAA. He had a great spring. I thought it was time for him to come up. And so far today, 1 for 3, not too bad, showing great fielding ability as well. This one is a double play right after him, though. Tyler Stevenson couldn't keep the rally going. That'll be 2 quick outs. Jonathan India back up next. 1-0. Pops this one into foul territory. It will not get out, though, and it will be gloved for the final out in the 6th inning here. So Mike Moustakas giving us the lead and being clutch. So we go ahead and turn to our bullpen as well. Don't want to strain Luis Severino in his first start. Jordan Hicks will come in, newly acquired free agent. 2.58 ERA, 1.23 whip last year. We have big plans for him. Could easily become a setup man if he performs well enough. And the first batter he faces, he gets him to fly this one out to Granger in the outfield for out number 1. Come right back. Very first pitch to Kirsten. Cutter right over the plate. He watches it get froze. Next one, he gets froze on the cutter as well. 0-2 count here. One finger down 3 times, and it's a strikeout as Jordan Hicks gets 2 quick outs that quick. Luis up next. He lines this one into the outfield. Jay Allen going to come in, recover it. The roll will go in just to make sure he doesn't get the second. Throws it all the way there on the rope. You got Tyrone Taylor next up. 2-2 count. Runner at first, 2 outs. Try not to give up this lead, and he gets him to swing and miss at the cutter low and away. We'll get through 7 with the lead as well. So we'll skip up to the 8th as well. Luis Caesar, go ahead and come in. Get your setup rolling. Don't want to tire my relievers as well. Just let him get 1 inning really fast, and he gets his first batter swinging and missing at the slider. We got Jorge Polanco up next. This one is a deep fly ball. I'll take Gallo. He'll glove it. 2 quick outs. And just like that, it's looking like we can get this one wrapped up. Frank is up next. He lines this one deep. Gallo's going to go back to the wall. Looks like he'll try to play it off the bounce, and he does not play it. Maybe lost in the something like that. Thought it went over the wall or something. So Jay Allen will have to come over and recover. It is a 2-out double. Now Christian Yelich, 2-1. Lines this one up the middle of the field. Jay Allen will come in running, but 97 speed is too much to beat. We'll cut it off. Throw would have been out by a mile. As we have a tie ball game 3-3 now. As Luis Caesar blows a save. Something we've seen him do a lot last season. Hopefully that is not going to be a pattern for this year, or he will be moved out of that setup role. Now, bottom of the 8th. Mike Moustakas is up. 0-2 count. Ball game is tied 3-3. He flies this one deep into the outfield, though. Almost the same spot as the last home run. And this one will get out as well. Honestly, if I had to guess, if that wasn't the same exact spot, I would say it was probably about 15 feet from where the last one goes. As that is his second home run of the game, season. And it puts us right back up 4-3 right before going into the top of the ninth. So Luis Caesar will be on the hook for the win if we're able to hold it out. You know you can expect that man Lucas Sims to be coming in the bottom of the ninth. Jay Allen, base hit into the outfield there, off of the 3-0 pitch. Trying to go and extend this rally. Now he's 2 for 4 on the day, and we'll bring it right back to Tyler Stevenson. Off the second pitch, he gets into second base with the stolen base. So just like that, showing that not only can he hit, the speed is going to be a problem too, especially down here at the bottom of the order when we're trying to extend rallies and get rallies started late. And that will be thrown over for the drop third strike. But Jay Allen, because he stole, will get all the way to third with 1 out. Jonathan India up next. This is a chopper right up the middle. He dove and missed. It's in the outfield, and Jay Allen will score his first run of his career. And now we are up 5-3, giving us a little bit extra insurance just in case something bad were to happen. Cesar Hernandez, you're up next. That's a liner over the middle. We'll get past the shortstop, and we got first and second. 1 out. Rafael Devers is coming up next. Just when you think it couldn't get any better, we get 2 clutch hits here. Cesar Hernandez almost going right back at the pitcher as he had to dive up the way of that. For a clutch hit. That's why I moved him to the second spot. He was way too clutch last season for me to leave him lower. They bring in Aroldis Chapman to come in and try to provide some relief. You got Rafael Devers, though. Base hit into the outfield. Runner will come on home, and Cesar Hernandez will go to third base as he's there in time. And it is now 6-3. Joey Gallo, it doesn't get any easier from here. 2 for 3 on the day already. And he walks over to first base. So great debut for him. Jesus Aguilar, 0 for 4 on the day. Make it 0 for 5 with the strikeout. Has not produced very well. Neither is Doug Granger here either. And he strikes out as well at the high heat. Aroldis Chapman still got that arm. We go ahead and turn to our closer now. Lucas Sims, 43 out of 47 last season, a 2.94 ERA. And you know we're trusting this man all season yet again. Nobody on. First man he faces, 4 pitches in. This will be a little grounder over to third base for the first out. 1-2 to Keyston. Lines this one into the outfield. Base hit. Jay Allen will come in and just glove it nice and evenly. But we're not too worried yet. Time running is still in the on-deck circle, so not up just yet. And he gets him to swing and miss. So with 2 outs, it's up to Tyrone Taylor, and he swings and misses at the high heat. Cincinnati will get out of here with an opening day victory against Milwaukee. And it was all thanks to the bats in this one. Every time we wanted to get a little bit ahead, the pitchers would sell it. So we went ahead and dropped a 3-piece on them right before the end of the game. Didn't give the pitchers time to even give up that lead. And we're able to walk out of here with a victory. Luis Caesar picks up his first double of the season. Granted, he's probably should have been blown save too. But we walk out of here with 15 hits, 6 runs. Great day for the offense. You can see a lot of multi-hit days here. A couple of offers there in the middle of the lineup. We'll get it fixed. But 2 home runs from Sakis, 1 from Devers. India Gallo also picked up in the RBI department too as well. But Sereno, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts. I gotta say that's a very impressive opening day start. I'm not mad at it at all. Bullpen sold him. He should have had the dub, but we're not mad at him at all. So we'll go ahead and jump into the very next game. I want to get into a player lock here with game number 2 on the line with Jay Allen, our young rookie prospect. We'll get into the other Hunter Green later on, but we want to focus on Jay Allen here today as this man did produce yesterday. 2 for 4, stole a base, scored a run. All that was very clutch, but in the outfield, it's a little tough. The speed is definitely there to cover for a lot of mistakes, but if you noticed in the last game too, a lot of his throws were in the yellow, which means inaccurate. So a lot of even throwing to second base was inaccurate. So we got to work on his throw accuracies, his throw power, his fielding ability, basically. But as far as his hitting and his speed, despite striking out there, we're not too worried about it. Now here, bottom of the 7th, we see we're down 4-1 here in game 2. Corbin Burns is giving us the business as we see another fly out here from Jay Allen, but we were getting the business. And then our offense snapped like it always does. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, we go ahead and start a rally. Single, double to bring across 2 to make it 4-3. We come back up to bat. Solo home run by Gallo, hit by pitch, double to bring him around. And Jay Allen's coming back up for his next at bat. Instead of down 1-4, now we're up 5-4. Runner at third base, 1 out. Chance to give us an even bigger lead. He does it. Very clutch base hit into the outfield this time, and that will be a RBI base hit for Jay on his first RBI of his career. We've seen a lot of firsts here today, and with one out, you know I got to try that speed out. Running over to second base, it's a base hit up the middle, so he's going to go ahead and take this one all the way over to third base, and that will be exactly what we need to do here. One out, runners at the corners. We're still up 6-4. We want to extend this lead. Line is back in the game, just like last time when we wasn't doing too well. Gives up another run here. We slide on in. We're 7-4 Cincinnati. And I would love to say, are we done yet? Jonathan delivering a very clutch base hit on a ball that wasn't even in the strike zone. But we keep it going. 3-run home run by Devers. Solo home run by Gallo to back him up. We're up 11-4. And that little home run at the end by Elijah Hernandez didn't even matter because we win this game 11-5. Bats were exploding. And this is what I wanted to see. I went out, made a huge risk, first of all, by putting more people on the bench than in the rotation. And so far, through the first 2 games, it's working out. Devers' second home run. Gallo hit 2 of them today to get up to 2. India 3 RBIs to get up to 4. Granger got an RBI as well. Tyler Mahaley 5 innings, 4 runs. Not a lot of strikeouts, but we were able to produce. Hernandez came in and pitched good too as well. As we skip to game 3, you see we win this one as well, 6-4, giving up 13 hits. Once again, a lot of multi-hit games. You see Devers today, 4 for 4. You see Aguilar 3 for 4 to help his average get back up and really get out of that slump that he started out the season with. Home runs by Aguilar, Granger, and Stockis. But we were able to put up a very clean series sweep here as Tariq Skubal, 5 1/3, 3 earned, 10 strikeouts in his debut up here at the roster. We traded back for him, I think, a couple seasons ago, and he's finally up at the Major League roster. Lucas Sims getting his second save of the season. Gratterall getting credited with the dub. But we're able to get out of here today 3-0, just like other division rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. We'll have to go against them in the next video because we will be watching the very first start of Hunter Green's career at the Major League level in a full season. I don't know if I might have called him back up last season and let him pitch a game or something, but this will be the first start where we're actually going to go through the entire thing, player lock style, and see what he's got for us and see if this rotation is complete all the way from top to bottom. Luis Castillo started off. We'll end it off with Luis Severino and focus on this Cardinal series next time out, okay? I want to take my time a little bit more with this season because I really feel like this is going to be the year where we start talking about playoffs. Last year, we kind of got close. We improved, kind of got close, had a very hot, second half of the season. This time, we're starting out pretty good, so I do want to see where it can go from here. So take it a little bit slower. We're definitely keen on this series and maybe simulate the series afterwards, but that'll be all in the next video. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. Turn that bell on for more post notifications so you can know when this series is dropping specifically or when my other series are coming out, man. We are back on the channel in full, so the Lions rebuild is moving. Rain rebuild, or Rain, my player is going. This rebuild is going. We're about to start Sly Cooper, Thieves and Tom, so Sly 4 will be coming on the channel as well. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, hope you guys are enjoying all the content I'm bringing you guys. It's been your boy SGG, the King of Games, aka GM Smooth, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.